Be forewarned, the following is a story that will shock and disturb you. But hopefully after hearing it, you will know how to prevent a tragedy like Kyler's.
There's a man running down the runway. Copy.
1505, affirmative. Are you aborting or are you able to depart?
It's New Year's Day 2024. Kyler Efinger, a 30-year-old man grappling with bipolar disorder, is lost and confused. What had begun with a missed flight will end in a way that's almost too graphic to talk about, in the cold spinning turbine of a jet engine.
They had him on video for 4 hours and no one was able to help him.
Our story begins 2 weeks earlier, when Kyler was visiting his family for the holiday.
You know, on the outside, it seemed like it was as good as he's ever been.
Little did he know, this Christmas would be his last.
It just shows how fragile bipolar disorder is. To be the best ever and then dead the next week.
On the night he was killed, Kyler was on his way to Denver, Colorado, to be with his dying grandfather. Tragically, Kyler was held up at security and missed his flight. His father recounts talking to him on the phone.
I just knew, they call it the manic phase. Those just don't end well for him. And, this one, obviously, worst ever.
Security footage shows Kyler agitated and disoriented, pacing the airport terminal, lost in the manic phase of his disorder. At one point, Kyler takes off his shoes and leaves his bags behind. You can see from his body language just how desperate Kyler was.
Cleaners wanting to file a report on a white male individual that is harassing his employees and accusing them of stealing his bag. The male is wearing a yellow jersey, brown pants, with no shoes.
Over the next few hours, Kyler became more and more unstable. He seemed to be trying to escape the airport, even going as far as attempting to break through a window. Remarkably, no one tried to help Kyler while he suffered his breakdown. Not other passengers, not airport staff. Eventually, Kyler did find a way out, but it was onto the tarmac.
There was a man running down the runway.
15056, and they were on the runway, you said?
On the runway and waving their arms with, it looked like a yellow safety vest. Don't believe it.
Imagine the cold, the loneliness, the fear that Kyler must have been experiencing in those final moments.
2348, a guy on foot?
Yeah, might be the guy you're looking for.
2348, thanks. Yeah, just hold your position there. And if you can keep an eye on him, keep me posted where he's at.
Then, something horrible happened. Somehow, Kyler found himself in the engine of a de-icing airplane.
Well, can you have the tower contacted aircraft and shut the engine down?
But it was too late. Kyler had suffered a fatal head injury and passed away.
Kyler, like a bunch of kids, who have some mental health issues, he wanted nothing more than to be normal.
Kyler's story is a reminder to all of us of how fragile life can be, and how even a small act of kindness can make a difference.
If someone had just put his arm around him and said, "Hey buddy, looks like you're having a bad day, can we help?" I think it could have saved his life.
But what do you think? Should the airport be responsible for helping people who are having mental health crises? Maybe you're bipolar or know someone who is. We'd love to hear your story. What happened to Kyler Efinger is nothing short of heartbreaking. His final hours were a desperate cry for help, one that tragically went unheard. This story isn't just about loss. Let this be a wake-up call for us all. It's a stark reminder of how vital it is to recognize and support those battling mental health challenges. Would Kyler's fate have been different if someone had stopped to help him? If systems were in place to protect those in crisis? The conversation doesn't end here. Share your thoughts below, and let's work together to create a world where no one has to face their struggles alone.